guys, today we're working on area. Yesterday we talked about perimeter and how that's the distance around. Today we're going to talk about area and how to use the formula to find and calculate the shaded region right there. So area is always measured in square units. So if the measurements are yards, when you calculate the area, it's going to be squared yards, and so on. So the shaded region, that's always what we're going to look for. So area, it's what's inside. So first thing we need to do, this is a triangle. Everybody knows that. We're going to get our formula chart. And we're going to copy down the formula to find the area of a triangle. You don't have to memorize any of this. You're going to have access to this during quizzes and tests. So triangle, it's base times height over 2, or half, or 1/2 of the base times the height. Okay, so I'm going to copy that down. So area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. Right here I have the base. The base is 6, and I have the height. The height is 9. What might be some confusing to some of you is that why do I have this measurement right here, not right there? So theoretically, well, the height of a triangle is measured when it makes a 90-degree angle with the base. So even though the base is right here, but you can think about as this guy moving all the way over here and make a 90-degree angle with the base right there. That's all that means. But don't let that bother you too much. So let's go ahead and plug that back in the formula. So 1/2 times the base. Base is 6 times the height. Height is 9. Hand it in your calculator. Type it all in. I'm going to use the fraction. The way you put that in is you go alpha, y equals, enter, and then you go from there. 1/2 times 6 times 9. That will give you the area of this shaded region is 27. And if we were talking about yards, it's going to be squared yards. The next one, we have a trapezoid. It's a trapezoid because these two sides are parallel. That's the only requirement to be a trapezoid, but we're going to worry about this later on this year. So we're looking for the area of a trapezoid. Trapezoid right there. We're going to copy this crazy formula right there. And what that means is base 1 plus base 2 times the height of the trapezoid. So right now, I'm copying the formula from the formula chart. Next step, I'm going to see what I get from the picture. So for base 1, I have 4. For base 2, I have 8. And the height of this trapezoid is also 8. Now, easy money, you just go ahead and type it all back in the formula. So B1 is 4, B2 is 8. H for the height is also H. If you don't have anything there, that's fine. You can put a multiplication sign right there. That's all that means. Calculator. Again, for you to put the fraction in, alpha, y equals, enter. Half 4 plus 8 times 8. It's literally what I have there. So 48, if we were talking feet, every time we calculate area, it's going to be squared units, so square feet. All right, number 3. What is the missing length? So first thing, again, we're going to identify this shape. This shape is a parallelogram. By definition, a parallelogram has two parallel sides. This side is parallel to this side. This side is parallel to this side. And we're missing a piece of information right here. This is also given from the question. So the area of this parallelogram is 36 square inches. Sorry about that. So let's go back to our formula chart. Parallelogram and rectangle, they both have the same formula. So they both call for base times height. That's all there is. So the area of a parallelogram is base times height. Let's see what we have here. So we have the area of this parallelogram, which is 32. We have the base, which is 4. And we don't have the height. That's what we're looking for. Plug it all in the formula. So A is 32. B is 4. H, I don't know. So we're solving for H. Divide both sides by 4. This equals 1. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So the missing length right here is 8. And because we're talking about the length or the height, we're just talking about 8 inches right there. That equals A or H, whatever you want to call it. So A equals 8 inches. That makes it more official for that answer. Two more questions. So another one that we have to find the missing length. So now this time we have a trapezoid. Again, let's go back to the formula chart. Copy the formula from the formula chart. Right there, trapezoid. We're going to copy that. Okay, so from the picture here, we have area, or A, is given as 50. Base 1 is 3, right there. Base 2 is 7, right there. And we're looking for the missing length, which is the height. The height of the trapezoid is the distance between the two bases. Okay, so we're going to plug it all back in the formula. We have A right there is 50. 1/2. Base 1 is 3. Base 2 is 7. And the height we don't know. That's what we're looking for. Now you're looking at this, you're like, there's no way I can get out of this. Just type it in the calculator. Don't try to do more work than what you have to. So fraction, alpha y equals enter, 1/2, 3 plus 7, voila. So here I have 5 times h. 5 looks way better than this bunch of mumbo jumbo right there, huh? We're looking for h, so you divide both sides by 5. That will give you 1. 50 divided by 5 is 10. So my missing length right there is 10. And since we're talking about the height, it's 10 millimeters. All right, last one. So we have a triangle has an area of 55 square feet and a base of 10 feet. What is the height? You can choose to draw it. You don't have to, but I like to, just because. So the triangle has area of 55 square feet. The base of that triangle is 10 feet. What is the height? So we don't have the height, and remember that the height makes 90-degree angle with the base. Okay, again, triangle, formula chart, 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. So area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. So I have the area is 55, 1/2 base 10, height I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. That's what the question is asking. What is the height? plug this in. So I got 5. I'm looking for h, so you divide both sides by 5. That leaves me with h equals 11. And since we're talking about the measurement of this triangle, we're talking about 11 feet. So 11 feet, that's the height of this triangle. Not bad, huh?